Hey everyone, this is the Loose Cannon, David McBee. We're getting ready to start pretty soon with our first of a doubleheader of coverage, our first game of 2026. We're glad to be back. Thank you for helping us have an incredible 2025. Tonight we're in Yellville. It's going to be Yellville versus Mountain View, a 3A clash right here on TLSN. Should be starting in about 10 minutes. Stay tuned here on TLSN.
Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food, to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe.
All right, everyone, we're about 5.5 minutes away getting ready to get started here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. Should be a fun doubleheader of basketball right here on TLSN. Right now, we have senior high girls action going to kick off the night with Yellville-Summit taking on a very good Mountain View squad. Recently in the one of the state rankings had them ranked number 3rd in the 3A in the state. So it's going to be quite a challenge tonight for Yellville. Then right after that, we have senior high boys action. This should be a really good matchup right after that. So we're glad to have you guys joining us. Should be a fun doubleheader of basketball as we get started with 2026. Had a little 2-week break after over 60, I think we did 69 games last year, 3.9 million views. So shout out to all you guys for joining us online. It was a record-breaking year in viewing last year for the Twin Lakes Sports Network. Also, thank you for helping us recently go over 700 followers and subscribers on Facebook and YouTube, guys. We couldn't do this without you. So get ready. Go get your popcorn ready. Get your beverages ready. It should be a doubleheader of basketball. It should be a fun day of basketball right here on TLSN. We're glad to have you here. And first game of 2026, so we're ready to do this again. We've been doing it now since we started in 2018, so another year has come, and we got 6 weeks of some great matchups coming up as it's all about conference season right here on TLSN. So we'll be back in about 4 minutes right here. are getting ready to get started here in Yellville. First of a doubleheader senior high girls action. Of course, this is taking place in the 3A conference here. Starting lineups right now for Mountain View. There's our starting lineup for Mountain View now. Starting lineup coming up here for the hometown Yellville-Summit squad. Of course, they have this cool entrance video that they put up. I do have to talk through it just to make sure we don't get kicked off for copyright. So they made a really cool video here, and good crowd filling in. This is a big matchup here in the 3A, both of these teams. Of course, I'll be flying solo for just a little bit, and then we got the deal maker. He should be here in a little bit to round out the camera work. So you will see a dramatic improvement in the camera work, especially after Joey the deal maker Shaw gets here. So again, while we're getting ready to get started, guys, again, thank you so much to all you who joined us last year. I think in the opening I said thank you for helping us go over 700 followers. I meant 7,800 followers. Guys, thank you for doing that and continuing to support us. And now the starting lineup for your hometown Yellville-Summit Panthers. Of course, those people watching online, guys, remember this is an interactive broadcast, so we want to see if, are you cheering for the Panthers, you're cheering for Mountain View? We put it in the comments, let us know. So I love it. They got Sirius playing by the Allens Parsons Project. A lot of you guys know that is the theme to the Chicago Bulls. So here's the starting lineup for the Yellville-Summit Lady Panthers. Double zero, Brooke Ott. Number 1 is Cameron Mason. Number 3, Riley Spence. Number 12, Grayson Dearmore. And number 13, True Layton. That rounds out the starting lineup. Of course, they're coached by head coach Charlie Melton. For those watching online, too, someone throw in the chat. Let me know if everything sounds good, if we're all ready to rock and roll. And we're glad to have you guys back for starting off the 2026 season. 2025 was a heck of a year. We had a blast doing 69 games, and we're looking forward to having a fun game this year. So let us know online who you're cheering for. Are you cheering for the Panthers? Are you cheering for Mountain View? Throw it in the comments in the chat. And we got the opening tip-off coming here. It's going to be number 13, Layton. Mountain View wins the opening tip, and it's going to be a drive to the basket, misses the shot. Akins misses the layup, and here comes the Panthers. Of course, last time we saw them was playing against the rival Flippin' Bobcats right before Christmas break. Good defense there by Lady Jackets. It goes off of them out of bounds. Going to stay with Yellville with 20 seconds left on the shot clock, so Yellville dodges a bullet in the opening possession by missing the wide open layup. They get it into Ott. Again, good pressure defense forces the turnover. Mountain View looking to take it all the way with the left hand. Bucket's good by Akins, and they jump up 2-0. Second possession of the game for Yellville. Layton stops, pops, three-pointer, rattles around and doesn't fall down. Good offensive rebound, and here comes the Lady Yellow Jackets pushing the pace back the other way. They go inside, good ball movement. There's a three-pointer from the corner up, a little bit long. Layton gets the rebound for the Panthers. 2-0 here early. Layton stops, she shoots, misses it. Offensive rebound, and here comes Mountain View pushing the pace. Spence does a good job stepping in front of it. Of course, we're glad to have you guys joining us here on TLSN. Another fun night of basketball, and there's a turnover. Going to get another chance at the layup, and they hit it there. Bucket is good, 4-0 as Layton's tying her shoes. So Mountain View, 2 easy buckets here in the first 2 minutes. Jumped out 4-0. It's another turnover forced by the Lady Jackets. Bucket down low. Makes it 6-0. And now going to the line. Foul was on number 1 Mason. That's her first personal. First on the team. Free throw is good, makes it 7-0. Mountain View definitely bringing the defensive pressure. They forced a couple turnovers. And there again, nice defensive play. And nice dish. Bucket is good. And just like that, it is 9-0 here in the first quarter. Mountain View looking good here in the first 2.5 minutes here on TLSN. Of course, we're glad to have you guys joining us online tonight on Facebook and YouTube. We want to thank our sponsors such as Shark Creek Graphics, Buffalo River Float Service, Canoes, Kayak Shuttle Services, Tubes, and more. Hey, it's going to be float season before you know it in a couple months. So we appreciate them. Also, Letty's Fine Mexican Dining, award-winning Mexican cuisine. Check them out over in Gassville. And Genuine Care Pharmacy, also in Gassville. Stop by to see our friend Clint Rechtenwald for all your pharmaceutical needs in that area. Right now, 9-0. Yellville still looking for their first bucket. Spin move there by Layton. It's blocked. Good defense there by the Lady Jackets. They're pushing the pace. Tried to go down low. Spence going to come away with it. Now here comes Dearmore. Layton at the top tries to get it into Spence. It's punched away. Yellville sloppy with the ball here in the first quarter, making it easy for Mountain View. There's a three-pointer from Stephen Curry range off the front of the rim. Spence skies for the rebound. And now Yellville's going to come back there. Of course, a lot of big games over tonight here in the Twin Lakes area. In Bergman and Flippin they got a big 3A battle going on tonight over in Bergman. And then also Cotter is taking on the first place team in the 2A in their conference, Sloan Hendricks. That pass intended for Dearmore, high and out of bounds. Right now 9-0, 4:32 left according to our Shark Creek graphic clock. Mountain View having an easy go so far here in the first quarter, forcing turnovers. There's a good play there by Spence with the turnover over to Mason. Yellville still looking for their first point of the game. Ott thought about it for a second. Ott is rejected. Yellville's going to set up again. Here goes Dearmore with the drive inside, misses the shot. Here comes the Yellow Jackets pushing the pace with the left hand. Nice play by Akins, makes it 11-0. Three-pointer from Layton, and she hits it, so Yellville's on the board. First bucket halfway through the first quarter as Layton with the three. Oh, nice dish underneath. Bucket is good by Stevens. That was a nice pass. Mountain View doing a good job moving the ball around here early. Under 3 minutes to go. It's been Mountain View in control. Just a lot of defensive pressures made it tough for Yellville here in the early going as Layton tries to go baseline. Looks like she's going to draw the foul. Foul's going to be on number 30, Stevens. That's her first on the team. Those score 13-3, 2:42 left here in the first quarter. I thought about it for a second, nothing there. Gets it back off to Dearmore to set up. Dearmore, nice ball fake there by Ott. Going to draw the foul from Akins. So it's going to be the first on Akins, second on the team. So Dearmore going to the line right now. Yellville down 10 here in the opening quarter. First game of 2026. So glad to have you guys back joining us again for another fun season of local high school basketball here on TLSN. First free throw is good by Dearmore. Guys, thank you again for a tremendous 2025 record-breaking year. And 2026 we hope is going to be a good one as well. So it's going to be a lane violation there, so it's going to give Dearmore another opportunity right now with the score 13-4. 2:30 left. Free throws off the back of the iron, no good. Akins with the rebound for Mountain View. Stops, pops, three-pointer. Nothing but air. There goes out of bounds. Gonna give it back to the Panthers right now, down 9. Long way to go in this first of 2 games tonight. Ott hits the floor, and it's going to be a travel violation as Mountain View trying to pick it up. It gets called for the travel as Katie Gibson, number 14, checks into the game. Again, just great hand shown by this Lady Yellow Jacket defense here. Two minutes left here in the first quarter. Dearmore driving, it is knocked away. And turnovers just killing the Lady Panthers as Akins takes it in. Makes it 15-4. Dearmore trying to make the save, throws the pass. Unfortunately, it's to the wrong team. Here go the Lady Jackets back the other way. Take it in, bucket falls. Akins hits the shot, draws the foul. Now she's going to go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. One 128 left here in the first quarter, and it has been all Mountain View from the opening tip-off. Looks like they have actually waved off the foul, so the bucket is good. They say there was no foul and continuation on the play. Gonna go out of bounds. Looks like it's offensive foul on 13. That's gonna be on Layton with the legal screen. .119 left here in the first quarter. We'll have senior high boys action right after this. Akins thought about it. She stops, she shoots. She nails that one. And now the lead is 16. .55 seconds left here in the first quarter. About a 23-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. They swing it inside to Layton. Layton's three-pointer and Dearmore's free throw. Only points right now as Dearmore takes it in, blocked. Shot clock turned off on this play, but they're going to take it to the hole. Misses it, rebound and put back by Akins. Makes it 22-4. As Dearmore takes it in, she's going to draw the foul on the shot attempt, so she's going to be going to the line. So that's on number 3, Davis. That's going to be her first, third on the team in the act of shooting. So Dearmore going to go to the line for 3 free throws here. First free throw by Dearmore is up and good. The 22-5, 9.5 seconds left here in this first quarter. That free throw is in and good. So the Lady Yellow Jackets right now in control, looking good here in the first quarter. Good ball movement inside. Misses it. Shot up. They say no shot. It was after the buzzer. So at the end of one, right now is 22 for Mountain View, 6 for Yellville here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. We'll be back in a flash right here on TLSN.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank, we believe.
We want to thank these great sponsors. Because of them, we're able to do now. I think we're up over 470 games now that we've done in the in the last 7 years. We couldn't do this without these great sponsors, such as Lakeside Pharmacy. Free delivery over in Bull Shoals, 445-7188. Lakeside Pharmacy. And so back to action on the floor. It was a all Mountain View. Showing while ASN had them ranked number 3 in the girls 3A. And there's a steal to start off the second quarter, looking to take it in. Nice ball fake and finish. Akins makes it look easy and extends the lead. Of course, for those fans, later this week we will have updated standings posted. There's a shot by Layton. No good. Akins gets the board. Aiken pass ahead, nice play. Bucket is good. Aikens to Aikens hits the shot, and it is 26-6. Thank you, Scott Huddleston, on watching us on YouTube. He let us know, hey, everything sounds okay and is working okay, and also said, go Panthers. So, guys, we want to see your comments in the chat. Let us know who you're cheering for both schools. Nice pass ahead. There's Aikens again. Going to be a timeout on the floor. 6:58 left here in the second quarter here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. So glad to have you here. Also want to thank our sponsors such as White River Materials. White River Materials, 425-3431. Hey, you got a big project you're working on, give White River Materials a call. Also, Cotter Rock Cottage. Hey, you got someone coming to the Twin Lakes area? Don't have them stay in a hotel somewhere. Have them stay at Cotter Rock Cottage. VRBO 955-491. And All Creatures Veterinary Hospital. Hey, if you're like me and you got 3 dogs and 2 cats, make sure you got a good vet. And All Creatures, they do a great job. Exceptional vet care for your pets. And Baxter Health. Shout out to my friends at Baxter Health. They helped me out a lot last year. 2025 was the year of me getting old and my knee looking rough, and had knee surgery, but Baxter Health said, hey, man, we'll have you ready to call games in the fall, and they have me ready to rock and roll, and I'm glad to be back. So Yellville right now down 22. Drive to the inside by Dearmore, misses the shot. Shot from the free throw line. There's an offensive rebound and putback. Extends the lead now. It's 30-6. Dearmore thought about it for a second. Nothing there. Tried to get it to Ott, but here's Aikens. I'm sorry, that's Davis, I think, that steps in front with the layup. And there's Davis. Nice play. Gets the bucket with the left hand. I know turnovers just killing the Yellville-Summit Lady Panthers, and then I shouldn't have spoke it because then it happened. There's a nice play by Aikens. I'll tell you, Mountain View has just taken over here in this second quarter. Of course, Yellville comes in this game 6-13 on the season. Nothing there for Layton. Over to Mason. Shot clock down to 10 seconds. Yellville's going to have to hurry to get a shot off here. 5 seconds to go. There's Dearmore. Nothing there. Shot at the buzzer, in and out. Shot no good from Ott. Offensive or defensive rebound here from Mountain View. Ball is on the floor. Looks like it's going to be a turnover back the other way. .453 left here in the second quarter. Glad to have you guys join us. Those people that are joining us, if you're watching on Facebook and YouTube, make sure you hit that follow button. And if you're watching on Facebook, hit that subscribe button on YouTube. That helps us bring all these local sports. I did get a message. The deal maker is on his way, so the camera work should improve dramatically. He'll probably get here for the senior boys game. As right now it looks like Mountain View definitely bringing the defense tonight, and then capitalizing off of it and showing why they're one of the better girls teams, especially in this 3A conference. Nothing there for Layton, trying to go baseline. She steps out of bounds. So Spence and Yates checks back in. I'm sorry, Gates checks back in. Should have a really good senior boys matchup coming on tonight. Both teams very similar records. So that should be a good one. Going to take place right after this senior high girls matchup. It has been all Mountain View as they are just in control. 3:53 left. They try to go inside. Layton punches it away, goes out of bounds. Good defense there by the Yellville-Summit Lady Panthers on that possession. So now Mason gonna bring it down for Yellville. Layton stops, she shoots. No good. Mason trying to get the rebound, and here goes Lady Jackets. They stop, pop, three-pointer is up. Another rebound there is going to be a pass out of bounds. Mountain View going to go back to Yellville. 3:14 left here in the first half. Just want to thank those scoreboard sponsors we have on there, such as Baxter Health, White River Marine Group, Marion County Farm Bureau, Twin Lakes Therapy and Living, Clay Maxey Chevrolet, Genuine Care Pharmacy, The Bean Barn, and Shark Creek Graphics. Shout out to all them. And because of them is why we've been able to do as many games as we do. Is they throw it off of Layton, but it stays alive. Was not a kick ball. They go back inside to Layton. Layton working hard. Tough shot from Layton's no good. There's Ott with the rebound. Gates' three-pointer is off. Rebound there by Stevens. And Aiken looking to push the pace for Yellville, or for Mountain View. Takes it into the hole, draws the foul. And she's going to go to the line. Foul's going to be on number 2, Gates. That's going to be her first. Here's Aikens from Stephen Curry range. A little three cola from way downtown. Makes it 39-6. Mountain View has been in fuego from the field here in the first half. Layton with the rebound is blocked. Aikens trying to get a hold of the ball. Finally, it's Davis back to Aikens. There's a three-pointer. Banks not open on that one. There's a rebound and putback. Loose ball bouncing around. Still's no good. It's going to be jump ball the call. Going to stay with Mountain View. 1:59 left here in the second quarter. Of course, next week we will be at Cotter next Friday night. It's going to be ICC versus Cotter right here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. Then the week after that, we got the rematch, the battle for Marion County, Flippin versus Yellville. This time, last one was at Yellville. This one's at Flippin. It's going to be the war to settle the score. Is Yellville going to be able to answer back as Flippin took the victory in their first matchup? Of course, Flippin and Bergman playing tonight. That one's a slobber knocker taking place in Bergman. We get any updates on it, we'll be sure to share. So Mason now setting up. Under 2 minutes left in a dominating first half for Mountain View. Mason stops, pops, three-pointer, rattles around, and it goes down. Bucket's good. Nice shot there by Cameron Mason. They go right down low. Nice entry pass, but good defense there by the Lady Panthers. Layton gets the rebound. Layton with the drive inside, hits the floor. Layton's going to draw the foul there. Foul's going to be on number 3, Davis. That's her second. I'm sorry, they actually called that on 32. That's going to be her first. First on the team. So now Ott trying to set up something with Layton. Nothing there. Gets it over to Mason. Mason stops, she shoots. Three-pointers off. Akins thought about it. Nice fake. Trying to get the pass down low. Going to be knocked away. So 34 seconds left in a fast-moving first half, but it has been Mountain View from the opening tip. Lady Yellow Jackets looking good as this conference season is starting to kick into high gear. We got a lot of big matchups coming up this month. Akins for three. Nothing but net on that one. Makes it 42-9. Shot clock going to be turned off for Yellville. Swing it over to Layton. Layton stops. She shoots the three-pointers off the back of the iron. Going to be time for a shot right here for Mountain View at the buzzer. So we're going to go to halftime. Right now it is 42-9. Mountain View in control here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network, guys. We'll be back in about 8 minutes here on TLSN.
Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities, from the ones caring for us every day to those shaping our tomorrows, the ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe.
So we got a couple of shooters here for the halftime shot. Going to see if they can win a little bit of money here. So we got our shooters for the for the first service half-court shot here. They're going to see if they can win a little bit of moolah here. We're glad to have you guys joining us here on TLSN.
Noah, you're going to have to shoot. You got to shoot from full court. Are you going to shoot first?
So it looks like Noah Cantrell looks like he's going to shoot first. This is from half court for $250. Let's see if he can hit it here. Shot is no good.
3-point shots. Get out there, kids. Tinley and Riken shooting a three-pointer worth $250. Stick around. We still got
So now we have a couple fans getting ready to shoot three-pointers here.
You got this.
She's shooting this for $250. Let's see if she can get it here. It's up. Oh, just missed that one.
All right, Riken. Do not show her up, Riken. I promise you that won't work out for
There
you.
it is for another for $250. That one's going to be short.
Free throw line.
So now to the free throw line. So this is going to be number 24, Cantrell, Noah Cantrell for free throw here for $50. So
I think you can still get a haircut with that $50.
free throw is up and good. So
Good job. All right, Tinley.
so he wins $50. Let's see
$50 shot right here.
if one of these kiddos can get the $50 shot here. Rattles around, almost in. Good attempt there. Here comes our final halftime shot right here. Of course, game right now, Mountain View in control, 42-9. That one hits the bottom, nothing but the bottom of the net, but it didn't go through the top, so it don't count. So we're going to step away for about 5 minutes. Glad to have you guys joining us here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. We're going to run some sponsor ads, and we'll be back here on TLSN. So glad to have you guys joining us tonight here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. Looks like we got Michelle the Bulldozer. She's watching online, so she said, hey, big boss. So why aren't you up here, Bulldozer? This is your backyard, man. You're supposed to be, Yellville's your house. You should be up here doing the game with me. So we'll be back here shortly here on TLSN. So glad to have you guys joining us. We'll be back in a flash. Guys, we're almost through with halftime here. Our first of a doubleheader here in the Twin Lakes Sports Network. It has been all Mountain View right now, in control of 42-9 here on the TLSN. So glad to have you guys joining us online. Also, guys, remember this is an interactive broadcast. So, guys, let us know who you're cheering for. We got Jimmy Lane. He says, "Go Panthers." He's watching online. Well, Jimmy Lane, you could tell me the score of the Bergman flipping game. I know they got a big boys matchup tonight, so if you hear anything, put something in the chat, and we'll let all the fans know. So, and now 42-9. I want to thank our sponsors, such as Baxter Health. Again, shout out to Baxter Health. They did a great job getting me rehab, getting me back, my knee back into streaming shape. Also, White River Marine Group over in Flippin. They've been a sponsor for several years, and appreciate them helping us bring local high school sports. Also, Ashley Haven State Farm. She's got a location in Flippin and Mountain Home. So stop by and see her. Get a quote for your insurance for 2026. And Our Best Bank with 9 locations throughout North Arkansas. Stop by and see them for all of your banking needs with Arvest Bank. And Clay Maxey Chevrolet, that's where the deal maker's at, but he's on his way here. So hopefully he'll be getting here soon. So stop by. It's a good time to buy a car at Clay Maxey. And Twin Lakes Therapy and Living over in Flippin. Shout out to the administrator, Jennifer Bagley. Appreciate them for helping us do local high school sports. This is their first year sponsoring us, and we appreciate them being a sponsor. And here's our very first sponsor we ever had, Marion County Farm Bureau, Joey Sample. Joey Sample's somewhere. He's always at a game. So if he's not here, wouldn't surprise me if he's in Bergman. He might be in Cotter. Joey Sample's everywhere. Also, Diatley Dental. Great smiles start with Irvin and Christina Diatley. And Autastic Creations by Bethany. Shout out, that's my daughter's business. Check her out, her page on Facebook. All the jewelry she sells goes to Autism Research. And the Bean Barn. Coffee and espresso. Stop by and see our friends on the Bean Barn. You got to follow them on Facebook. They always have some really cool deals, deals of the day, so be sure to check them out. The Bean Barn. We appreciate them. Also want to throw a shout out. I'm pretty sure I got some friends watching online. I'm sure Michael Crispino is watching online right now, so shout out to Michael Crispino. Also, shout out to Andrew Harder. I'm sure he's watching online. He's always watching Yellville. And 2 big Yellville fans. Of course, Michael joined us in the booth when we were doing football earlier this year, so shout out to him. Also, shout out Shark Creek Graphics. T-shirts, stickers, hats, banners, banners, hoodies, license plates, and more. They got everything at Shark Creek Graphics. So here we go. Start of the second half. Mountain View in control, just turnovers, just doomed Mountain View. They've been in control throughout. I'll throw a quick shout out to Ryan Metcalf, our good friend here at Yellville-Summit. He's the guy that always does the tech for us. does a great job making sure that we have high quality streams when we're in Yellville. Good hustle there by Layton. Layton not only got the turnover, but now she's going to have to do her hair up a little bit. So, never seen her hair not tied up like that. She's got some long hair, so they give Layton a second to get that back into place. We got Spence on the outside, swings it over to Dearmore. Dearmore with the drive, hits the floor. Foul's going to be on number 30, Stevens. That's going to be her second. First on the team here in the third quarter. As it's Ott and Dearmore. They got Mason, Layton, and Spence. Good defensive play there by number 30, Stevens with the block. Looking to try to drive it in, misses the shot, loose ball. And that's Akins battling for the board. She's going to be fouled. Going to be on 0-0 Ott. That's going to be her first. Of course, tonight's game's on Facebook and YouTube. You can watch it on either one of them. There's a three-pointer from the outside. Ott with the rebound. This is the first game we've done with Mountain View this year. We didn't see them in any of the tournaments that we've worked out this year. So, that senior girls team looking good, showing why they have the ranking they do. I think that's the Arkansas Sports Network, had them ranked number 3 in the 3A. Akins looking to take it all the way with the left hand. Nice play, bucket's good. Sweet little finger roll there, makes it 44-9. Mason stops, she shoots off the front of the rim. And the rebound there by Stevens. She's been cleaning the glass all night. They swing it inside. Nice entry pass in. Stevens with the left hand. Nice spin move. Bucket good. As Mason coming back the other way for Yellville. Dearmore's got Ott in the corner, nothing there. Back to Dearmore. Thought about it for a second. They're going to swing it back to Mason. Mason trying to get it into Layton. Layton, not much room to work down low. Tough shot thrown up by Layton. Rattles around, doesn't go in. There's a three-pointer from the corner. It's off the front of the iron. Knocked away, not good play there by Day. Knocks it away from, or Davis, I'm sorry. Davis knocks it away from Mason. Yellville's going to keep possession here. 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Of course, if there's a 30-point game, will be a running clock here in the fourth, so. Ball's on the floor. Layton tracks it down. Plenty of time on the shot clock. There goes Dearmore driving baseline. On the contact, no foul on the play. Here comes Mountain View back the other way. There's a three-pointer. It is up and good. Everett with the big three makes it now a 40-point lead. So Mountain View cruising in this matchup. I thought about it, nothing there. Dearmore, Yellville just trying to keep the ball in. It's knocked down. Quick hands there shown by Charlie Melton. Looks like it's going to be number 2, Gates, going to be checking in for Yellville. She checks in for Spence. Of course, senior high boys coming up right after this here on TLSN. It's on Facebook. It's on YouTube. You can watch it on the big screen. It's going to be a shot clock violation. Ott couldn't get the shot off in time. Now halfway through the third quarter. Mountain View scored on right off the bat, and they have led throughout. Been in control, but they're still playing hard, but right now the game's already done, unfortunately, for Yellville. But Mountain View definitely looking good. Nice entry pass inside, spin move. Gonna be knocked out of bounds back to Yellville. So yeah, these are one of these games too. I mean, the game's pretty much in hand, so I know this is one of those games where Coach Melton's gonna use it as a, you just got to talk to your team and say, hey, it's 0-0, guys. Let's just play hard and finish hard and try to work and keep getting better. So Mason going to bring it down for Yellville. Goes off of Gates, out of bounds. Nice pass ahead. Layup bucket is good. Davis with the finger roll. Stevens there with the rebound. She's going to get it off. Here comes Akins again. Stevens stops. She shoots. Misses it. Dearmore had the rebound but lost it. Going to be another three-point attempt. There's Akins on the outside with the big three. Monster night tonight for Akins. Right baseline over to Layton. She stops, she shoots. Went off the front of the iron, no good. 2:08 left here in the third quarter. Our first of a doubleheader. Mountain View took the junior high girls matchup. There was no junior high boys game. There's Davis with another three from outside. Tried to swing it inside to Katie Gibson. Said there's going to be Layton with the drive, up and under. Good move, unable to finish the shot. Nice pass from Akins to Davis. Bucket is good. .111 left here in the third quarter. Just as I mentioned, a lot of big conference matchups tonight. There's a three-pointer from the corner from Dearmore, no good. There's Akins with the layup again. Swing it down, there's Layton. Layton still working hard. She's going to be fouled on the shot attempt. Looks like she's going to be going to the line here for two shots. Looks like online, Jimmy Lane says he's going to share scores with us as soon as he knows. Looks like junior varsity boys score was 24-10, Flippin. So Flippin took the JV boys score there. So thank you, Jimmy Lane. He's our Flippin' Bobcat correspondent tonight. And Layton hits the second one. Story now checks into the game. 29 seconds left. Shot clock going to be turned off here. Give me a running clock here in the fourth, so it's going to go by pretty quickly. And one more game after this, senior high boys. Should be a good matchup here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. This one has been all Mountain View. It's nice play there by Mason, steps in front. Yellville unable to get the shot off. That's going to do it as we get ready to go the fourth. Mountain View in control, 61-11 here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. We'll be back in a minute here on TLSN.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank. We believe.
We're getting ready to start the fourth quarter. Going to be a Mercy rule clock here. Clock going to be running, so it's going to go by pretty quick. Mountain View in control, 61-11. Here on TLSN. So glad to have you guys here. Mason's got Gibson out with her, also Dearmore. Story tried to get it down, but good defense there by Mountain View. Davis brings it down. Mountain View in control, cruising to the victory here tonight. There's a three-pointer. Gonna make it 64-11. We're now two big senior boys matchups happening in the 3A tonight. There's a turnover. Looking to take it in with the left hand. Nice layup. Akins with the bucket. Dearmore off the screen. Out of control shot there. Going to be a rebound here. Here comes Mountain View. Nice drive to the inside. There's Akins with another left hand. Mercy rule clock right here. Shot from the free throw line, no good. Story gets the rebound. Here's Dearmore for three. Hits the bottom of the net, but unfortunately nothing but the bottom of the net, but it didn't go through the top, so the bucket don't count. There's a three-pointer from the corner. It rattles around and it goes in. Davis with the three. So rough night tonight for the Yellville-Summit Lady Panthers. So they're going to fall to 6-14 on the season. Of course, we'll have updated 3A standings posted this weekend, courtesy of Scorebook Live. Number 30, Stevens checks in for Mountain View. Going to be a shot clock violation. Going to give it back to Mountain View. Under 5 minutes left here. We'll have about a 10-minute break between games. For those that are going to be tuning in to watch the senior high boys game, We'll have about a 10-minute break. We will just keep the stream going. We're not going to do a stream for separate games. We'll just keep it rolling. Davis with the bucket. As I don't know what happened to the deal maker. He said he was heading this way, but we didn't get lost. We didn't go to the wrong school. That has happened before. Nice left hand there by Stevens. Good hand shown there by Akins, gets the steal. Three-pointer's no good. There's a rebound there by Katie Gibson. And now going to be subs. So Spence going to come into the game, also Layton. Now down to 2:34 left. Up and under by Layton. Draws the foul. Foul's going to be, it's going to be number 4 on Stevens. Layton going to go to the line. She's got 5. First free throw by Layton hits the front of the iron. Second free throw attempt coming here from Layton, also off the front of the iron. Going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to stay with Mountain View right now. So impressive victory by the Lady Yellow Jackets as they roll in our first of a doubleheader. So far, Mountain View has taken the first game. They took the senior high girls game and the junior high girls game. So right now they're up 2-0. So Yellville's going to see if they can get on the board here with one game left on the evening. Lob inside. Ball's going to go out of bounds back to Yellville with the clock running out. So Mountain View with the big victory. Now up 75-11. Game was never in doubt. Mountain View led from the beginning. And that's going to do it. Mountain View takes the victory. So now Mountain View up 2-0 so far tonight. We have senior high boys getting ready to start soon here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. We'll be starting, we'll step away for about 10 minutes, and we have senior high boys action coming up here shortly here on TLSN.
Our Vest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities. From the ones caring for us every day to those shaping our tomorrows, the ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank. We believe.
All right, we're getting ready to get started. Senior high boys coming up here in about 10 minutes. It's going to be Mountain View versus Yellville in our final matchup of the game. Right now, Mountain View has won the junior high girls matchup, and they rolled in the senior high girls matchup as we're getting ready to get started with our final game. Only 3 games this evening here on TLSN. I'll check with our see if our Flippin' Bobcat correspondent, if we got any updates. It looks like Linda Lane's updating us. Says it's halftime of the JV game between Bergman and Flippin. Between Jimmy and me, we'll try to keep you posted on Bergman and Flippin' senior boys. Awesome. Well, we might be done before they even get to the Bergman and Flippin' game, senior boys game, because we only got 1 game left this evening. So, but that should be quite a slobber knocker. And this should be a good matchup here. Yellville and Mountain View right here on TLSN. We're so glad to have you guys joining us. Those people watching online too, make sure you put something in the chat. Let us know who you're cheering for. Let us know where you're watching for. We always like to read that. The deal maker is here, so the camera work will improve dramatically here in this game. So you can always tell when the deal maker's here. He zooms in close enough you can see the sweat coming off people's foreheads. I have to do it long distance, so we're glad to have you guys join us. We want to thank these great sponsors we have. You know, this is game number 70 that we've done since January of last year. Now I think we're up to, I think the last count I did, I think this is game 471 we've done the last 7 years, guys, and we couldn't do this, all these streaming games without each and every one of you guys. So appreciate your support. Appreciate you guys helping us out. Appreciate these sponsors here. They allow us to get the equipment that we use here for games. And should be quite a slobber knocker of a matchup coming right here on TLSN. And we'll step away for a few and be back here on TLSN.